see. Scott says, I didn't quite understand clearly what you're going to be investing in. Can you quickly give some examples?
Yeah, so Ethereum validators, AVAX validators, miners, real estate, gold, you name it, and we've got contacts to make it happen. As I said, our foundational investments are set with stable yet premium investments, and then we will be placing a smaller allocation to other DeFi projects, partner projects that have been vetted, that are doing, like, say, Cadena hashing. They're one of Cadena's biggest mining facilities. They're invested in them. The alchemists, they deal with gold and gold mines. Yeah, so that kind of thing.
Okay, very, very good. Yeah, no, I think that answers. And then I just wanted to clarify too, Scott says, so you're not guaranteeing 15%. So is that a guarantee of 15% or is that the goal, or what is that 15% number exactly?
So as everyone knows, with the wording of things, we are not guaranteeing anything. That's not to say that we will ever lower 15%, because we will not lower 15%, but we can't guarantee it, if that answers your question.
Yes. It'd be concerning if you did. I would be, ooh, that's kind of a red flag right there. Robster says, are they investing in existing ETFs then or creating their own portfolio? You're kind of creating your own portfolio, and they're not securities. It's going to be all DeFi type stuff. So it's not, you're not going into the stock market or buying into the S&P 500. It's going to be similar to the things that I bring onto the channel. So you mentioned even, you know, some of the miner projects that we've been talked about, the alchemists. So it's going to be those. So no securities involved here. So if you're SEC, if you're watching, you can just turn this off. There's no reason for you to be here. No securities involved at all. So, okay, can you tell us then, to the moment of truth, tell us about how to get into this. It looks like it's pre-sale right now. Can you tell us about the NFT, what people need to do to get involved, when it's going to launch, all those nice details?
Yeah, so the pre-sale NFT, which is live now, we've just moved into phase 2. That is accessible on our DApp. It's on the Red Light chain to utilize the gasless benefits. If nobody knows about Red Light chain, it's completely gasless. There's no fees whatsoever. It's great tech. It's absolutely amazing tech. So everything that you would need to know about that is in our Discord. If you need to know any information, etc., there's always somebody free. You just go on to our DApp, you add the Red Light chain, and you just click mint. And it's as easy as that. For the bond phase, when we go live June 30th, you will be able to access our DApp then from any EVM chain. So then you would be able to mint your bond with whatever size investment that you would like in what stable you choose.
Okay, so for this pre-sale, it's going to be USDT-R on the Red Light chain. And so you'll need to bridge that over, and you're saying that those details will all be in Discord. It's not very difficult. If you've ever bridged before, it's pretty much the same process. You just take some USDT on any other chain, and then you can bridge it over to the Red Light chain. And then it's $550 for this NFT. And you're saying after pre-sale, is it still going to be NFTs, or is it switching to more of a put in however you want model, or how's that going to work?
The pre-sale NFTs will be available until the 1,000 mint out. As I mentioned earlier, they make up the DAO, and whether it takes 2 years or 3 years for them to completely mint out, they'll be available the whole time. The DApp for the bond phase will be a separate DApp and a DApp all of its own.
Okay, very good. And Robster had a good question. It says, is the initial investment locked completely, or is it accessible again? We kind of talked a little bit about that earlier. Do you want to answer that here?
Yeah, so for the pre-sale NFTs, that is a locked value. You do get a return with bonus from protocol profits quarterly, and they are tradable on the secondary market. As I mentioned, there's other utilities that come with them, like boosting the main protocol profits or boosting the bond APR. The bonds, you can pay a small fee of 5% to get your initial out early, or you can sell again on the secondary market.
Okay, very good. Adam wants to know, what's the advantage to getting in pre-sale? Because there is, there's a bit more risk getting in pre-sale. It's not established. It hasn't been going for months. So what's the advantage to pre-sale?
So with the pre-sale, these NFTs will be rentable. You also have the chance to access luxury resorts that are, I don't know if you've heard of ATCC, but they are developing luxury resorts across the world. One of our investments is investing in their mother company, So we have an own share of them resorts. That will be accessible to all NFT holders. As I mentioned, you'll be able to rent these NFTs out to larger investors that are investing in bonds for the boostability, and then also the DAO as well.
Okay. All right, very good. And then we had a few people that have had bad experiences with red light. Do you want to just talk about if people are concerned about red light? I know they've had their own problems with their nodes and things like that. Do you just want to touch on that at all?
Yeah, so I've been invested. I know exactly what you were all on about. I'm quite close with the team. I know what's going on. I know how hard they're working behind the scenes. It may not seem like it. A lot of people may not believe it, but they are working very hard to get things rectified, get people paid back, and fix whatever mistakes have been made in the past. From a tech point of view, Red Light Chain is unmatchable from any other chain. I can guarantee you that. We have never had a problem with minting. It is super, super fast, zero gas whatsoever. Of course, people are going to be skeptical because of what's happened in the past. And if you have any issues, feel free to talk to me about it. As I said, we are going to be cross-chain for main protocol. So it's only really the pre-sale you would have to come to Red Light. I would advise people go to Red Light Chain because the gasless benefits, especially going into the bull run where volume is going to pick up through the market, gas is going to get expensive. I mean, Polygon is cheap, yet going into the bull run when volume picks up, you're going to start paying money for gas to mint NFTs, etc.
Yeah.
Red Light will always be gasless. So our NFTs, our pre-sale NFTs are also going to be cross-chain when we go live. There'll be a wrapping function and you can send it to another chain. If you have any worries, then you can mint on Red Light Chain, wrap it and send it and get off-chain. There's options for you if you don't want to leave things on Red Light. But from my personal view and things I see, I don't think people are going to be worried for too much longer.
Yeah, and I will say too, when you're looking at kind of lower, 15 to 20% a year, you hate to spend, if you're on Ethereum, spend $50, a 10% fee on your gas fees, because that's going to be, 8 months worth of your profits.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it does make, that gasless does make it a lot. It helps you return quite a bit. Not as important if you're making 50% a day, then yeah, it doesn't matter what you're paying in gas. But when you're looking at safer, lower returns, then you want to see low gas. That's
100%. As I touched upon, Polygon's very cheap into the bull market. And once that whole market volume picks up, you'll start seeing Polygon's gas prices start to rise. Very much like AVAX did with Crobada. It went from being dirt cheap to unmanageable. I was in node projects, red light node district. I was in there and I didn't want to claim my rewards because Crobada was pushing the gas so high. It was just taking all the value. So yeah, it's surprising how quick that gas can creep up and start to ruin your day.